live martial arts class, we're talking about best street fight self-defense tool. In this case, it's gonna be your walking cane, because you can take it anywhere that you're allowed to go. You're allowed to bring your cane with you because it's a medical device. Start with it in the right hand. You're gonna warm up with this basic twirling motion. My hand kind of relaxes and I'm going around in a circle. I wanna get the blood flowing, I wanna get my heart rate up a little bit. You can do this standing or sitting. And when you're standing, don't worry too much about your footing or your placement. Just get your feet under your body and you're gonna be right. After a little bit of this warm up, you're gonna go over and back. And watch, all I'm doing with my hand is turn here and turn back. My hand is gently closed, allowing it to move through the hand just a little bit so that I can build that proprioception, that good feel for how this is gonna move through space and time. It's going across my body and back, which is forcing my abdominal muscles, all the muscles in my core to fire. And I can feel this, just this little motion. The faster I go, the more of a workout I'm starting to get, and then put it into the other hand and do the same simple warm up. You wanna do two things. You wanna build the callus on your hand so that as you use your stick here, your cane, you can slide it in, slide it up, and then when you strike for self-defense, you have a good strong grip. So you're spinning here, you're moving it. Good afternoon, it's good to see you. Over and back. Hopefully you've already been to the park today. You did your bow staff class or your bow warm-up. Back and forth, a little faster, a little quicker. And again, the faster you go, the more force and pressure you're putting on your core muscles. So you're gonna get stronger faster. Now I'm gonna throw into this warm-up something for you to build better mobility and strength. You're gonna put it just in front of your body and you're gonna squat down and back. Your hips go behind your knees over and over again. You're gonna do this for about 30 seconds. It's gonna start to pump that blood into your legs. Your legs are gonna get stronger, faster, healthier. You're gonna have a more stable footing, stable balance. So when you do, defend yourself, push somebody off, smash them back with your cane, you're gonna be stronger in your legs to be able to do that. So throw in 30 seconds here. We're gonna go right into the defensive posture. You're gonna get into this position where the stick, the cane is between you and the threat. We're gonna call this bag the threat. I see it, I respond to it. You don't wanna react, you don't wanna panic, you wanna respond. So you're gonna get in a better position, put the hard stick between you and the threat. That's the threat. From here, I can strike hard and fast, use a verbal command, back up, stay back. If you don't, defend yourself. If they get in close fast, you're able to get this down in two hands and just push them back. Now, every strike is not gonna end the fight, but once you warm up, I want you to practice like every strike is designed to end the fight. So the first strike I want you to do, starting from your right shoulder, it's in my right hand, put your right foot forward, comes across the body. You wanna keep it tight. You wanna fight behind your stick. From here, fight hard, fast, practice. Once you get it going, for a little bit, go for 30 seconds every time, harder and faster. This is a self-defense video. This isn't just a fancy learn a new martial arts weapon video. This is learn how to defend yourself. Get your heart rate up, get winded, get out of breath a little bit, because you're practicing in a way that when you have to, you want to go all in on every single strike. From here, straight in, harder, faster, 30 seconds. And now once you go back, because we're building strength in the legs today and more mobility with your mobility device, that's why this is the best self-defense tool, because this is a mobility device, it's a medical device. In many cases, it allows you to walk better, get around better. You don't have to carry a doctor's note. You can take it with you when you feel like you need it. And then, because you can take it onto the bus, onto the train, you'll be sitting at the bus station, the train station, in the airport, you can have your cane. And when you need to, from a seated position, from sitting down or standing up, immediately get in that self-defense position, paying attention to what's happening around you, situation awareness. Number two, better position. Put this hard stick long stick that creates safer distance between you and the threat. That's the threat. He's got a knife. I've got about 2.5 feet from here. I can hit this way. I can jab. I can change to the other side. I can jab. I can use this part. I can rake that in right across his face, remove the nose, smash some teeth out of his face. I can hook on the neck, pull him in. I can push it in here, push him back. He can be grabbing my cheek. He can be going after somebody I care about, somebody I love, right? And I can reach out and grab him, snap him back, snatch him up for self-defense. But that's why it's such a versatile self-defense tool. It's a tool of self-defense disguised as a walking stick, as a medical device. It's not really disguised because that's what it is, right? You're just repurposing it. You're using it for both purposes. It gets you around a little bit, and then when you need to, you have in your hand the best self-defense tool. So go back to this, add another set of what I call assisted squats. You're assisting yourself down and up, meaning go a little bit lower, go a little bit deeper, push your hips back a little bit more, engage more of your core, more of the legs, the glutes, more of the muscles that are gonna lean you out faster so you get fighting fit very quickly, and also allow you to have that hard, powerful knockout power, right? We know about palm strikes, elbow strikes, strikes with the fists. We know about those knife strikes, the reverse knife, the back fist. All of those come off of the floor through your feet. So you walk around, you're right, you can walk around with this, you're not able to go many places with a 6-foot staff, or a pair of nunchucks, or some places you can't carry nunchucks at all, or an expandable baton. You can take this anywhere. That's why it's my favorite. It's my new favorite weapon of all time for self-defense. For looks, the Japanese sword is still my number one. I have an affinity for my swords because, I spent so many time striking and striking and striking. I have an affinity for the chucks because you can throw them and spin them, throw them and catch. They're cool, they're fun to look at. And of course, the bow staff. Love my bow staff. The Joe, even the Hanbo a little bit. Not as much as this though. This is the new favorite self-defense. Practically get it out, take it with you wherever you go, stay safe, because now you have a force multiplier, right? Hand-to-hand combat, you've got that. Now, you've got a lot more force. You've increased because of leverage. It's as simple as leverage, right? Leverage. Second strike, coming, right foot forward, get in that better position, put the stick between you and the threat, and then come from the opposite shoulder. Look at my grip. My hand's just closed. That's all you really have to do. From here, coming across. This hand is always up. Striking. The first one was here. Now for 30 seconds, I have to give myself a little room. Practicing harder and faster. Going through that range of motion for 30 seconds until you're out of breath, you're winded, you feel the power everywhere coming through your body because you're practicing every self-defense workout, every strike like you're trying to end the fight. If you have a target, practice angle 1, angle 2. And you can go 2, 1, because who knows what order you're gonna throw them in for self-defense. It's about what are my targets. Eyes, remove their sight temporarily or permanently. Nose, their ability to breathe temporarily. Throat permanently, right? From here, that rifle butt straight in. Or that bayonet straight in, coming through here. How about you give me a super sticker, super chat, and then I'll give you a shout out. Just because I feel like that today. Strike through, smash through there, smash them back here. Which brings me back to the exercise. I showed you assisted squats. Get that heart rate up, lean your body out faster, build power in the legs for that knockout kick or punch. And then, in one hand, step into a lunge. Step into a lunge. Forward for 30 seconds. Same hand holding. And just like the squat, it's gonna allow you to go longer and go deeper, and it's gonna stabilize everything in a way that's gonna get you stronger faster. You wanna get stronger faster, and if you haven't been very active for a long time, this is gonna allow you to get active and get there faster. Yeah, 30 seconds, no more than 30 seconds. 30 seconds, take your time on these, and then get back to the strikes. Strikes 30 seconds, first couple, nice and easy, and then bam, hard as you can. 1, 2, put the first two together. 1, 2, 1, 2. Think about self-defense. It might last for 5, 6, 10 minutes. Maybe, I don't know. Might be multiple attackers. You have to fight him, her. You have to fight down here. You get knocked to the ground, you're on your back, fighting up here. You get back up, you're fighting here. And yeah, 30-second bursts, all out. Full intensity, 30 seconds, all in, right? And then back to the other side, stepping, lunging, stabilizing the knees, activating the glutes, stabilizing your hips so you're healthier, longer, you live longer. And then back to 30 seconds. This time on the other hand, that angle one. Angle one comes from the same shoulder, same side. And look, it really, from here, is coming forward here. If I'm up here, I might run into the ceiling. What if I am on the bus or the train? Or I am sitting inside? Or I'm getting out of my car. And I leave this on the seat of the car. I go to the gas station. The gas station's not in the best neighborhood, but they got the cheapest gas. Pull up. Sometimes loitering about. There's a lot of people loitering about these days, right? I don't know what their situation is. Maybe they just lost their job. Maybe they just lost their 600 extra stimulus. But yeah, close quarter combat. That's what this is all about. Maybe they're desperate because they were getting a fix and they have a drug addiction or they're mentally ill. I don't know that. But if I'm standing there pumping the gas, got the kids in the car, looking around, I'm a big guy. I know martial arts since I'm 9 years old. I'm 40, that's 40 years. But guy's got a knife, guy's got a gun. Guy comes up, there's 2 or 3 of them. One guy starts distracting me here, and the 2 guys sneak up behind me with a piece of concrete and smash me in the back of the head. That's not gonna happen, hopefully, because I'm gonna be paying attention, situational awareness. But now I have leverage. I have force multiplier. I have a better situation than skin against steel, a knife, close quarter combat. This is close quarter combat. A lot of guys, right? I have my stick. I'm using it, and then boom, gets knocked out of my hand, it breaks in half. Then it's here, palm strikes, right? Elbows, driving the knee, flying with the knee, like you're Tony Jaa or something. Because you practiced and you got yourself good enough that you can do that. But this is best. Starts with these basic strikes. Now I'm pumping the gas, right? I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable because my spidey sense is tingling. My situational awareness, number 1 rule of self-defense, goes off. I'm on high alert. I saw him before I got out of the car, take the thing, pumping the gas, got the kids in the car. People might be there. I saw someone tweaking out yesterday. There's a lot of addiction around here, right? And she's looking for a fix. I wasn't where I was getting my gas. She was on the street. But I see it at the gas station. Then I just stand here, nonchalant, but heightened awareness. Situational awareness, heightened alertness, and I'm standing there. And then if I have to, hey, you're getting too close to me, man, right? Yeah, you pay attention. And then my hand's up. It looks like I'm trying to what? Stop. Not like I'm trying to be aggressive. Come on, man, back up, back up. I don't know that I have to jump there. And that's where people get hurt all the time. We talk about practical, real self-defense. People get injured in the gray. They get attacked, they get hurt, they get worse than that in the gray area, right? Because if you're standing there in the middle of a sunny field, there's no one for 100 miles, and the sun's shining, your skin's warm, you're having a little picnic, 0 threat, right? Unless you're allergic to bees and there's a bee, you know what I'm saying? That's white. Black, or, I don't know. We're supposed to use new terms now? I don't know. Anyway, yes and no, okay? Or no threat and a threat. The guy's smashing his elbows. Boom, boom, bringing them down on your head. And you're on the ground. And your head's boom, boom, off of the pavement. That's obvious. We'll call that obvious need to defend yourself. Right now, you better be on because this is coming at your face. That's obvious. Over here, middle of the field, enjoying your little picnic, eating your little chicken wings, having a little orange soda. No threat, right? It's the middle. It's when you pack up your picnic, and you're walking back to the car, and there's a guy lingering in the back of your car, and you don't know what's going on. And you come around, and you're like, hey, how's it going, buddy? And he looks a little odd. He looks a little off. He's smiling a little weird. He's like, hey, do you have any money? You know, my wife and kids are down by the freeway, and all I need is $5 to get some gas to get to the next city. And you fumble and you look down. That's the gray. That's your tense. Something's not right. You don't want to give the guy money, but it sounds like he has or with the little kids, and the weirdo says, hey man, can you help me find my puppy? That's the gray. That's what we have to train for too. This is a solution for you for the gray. You're at the gas station, you're walking back from your picnic, the guy's at the back of your car. Hey buddy, what's going on? How can I help you? What are you doing around my car? See what I mean? Now he has to decide. Why does that guy have a big stick in his hand? What's he doing? What's his plan? Should I maybe go pick on somebody else who might be an easier target? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, right? You just demonstrated that in the gray, you're also prepared. It's being prepared also in the gray. It's the black and the white is obvious, no threat, right? Or the, who knows what's gonna happen? All the situational stuff. That's where if you're prepared, you don't have to panic. When you are not prepared and the guy comes up and he's like, hey man, you got some money, and he keeps getting a little closer and you're trying to back up, but he knows what he's doing. He's done it before. And before you know it, he's got his hands on your neck, or he's holding you in and he's got the knife, right? Or two of his buddies, like I said, he was the distraction. There are two more, they're coming around the corner. And that's where now you gotta panic, because now you don't know what to do. And we talk about fight or flight, and I say all the time, people think it's fight or flight, but there's a third one, and it's more common. It's fight, flight, or freeze. So all of a sudden, because you haven't prepared, you haven't done your situational awareness, you haven't practiced, you're not carrying the most effective self-defense tool, you don't have any of that, so you freeze. Yeah, you panic. And when you look in the videos, you see a lot of times the guy, he's holding on to the hair, he's holding on to the clothes and just beating them with the other hand, and the person's trying to get out. Or the guy's trying to run away and he's slashing his back. That's horrible stuff. But you're prepared because you say, it might not ever happen in my life, but I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna do my squats so that my legs are strong, my knees are strong. I stop making excuses for what doesn't work because now I'm assisted, right? And then I get a little stronger in practice. 30 seconds, faster, harder, bursts of 30 seconds, all in, all out, and then angle 2. And then angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 comes up this way, angle 4 up this way. And of course it doesn't have to be a cane, it could be a stick. And then across, and across. If you truly are a kid, I want to give you a quick tip, because someone might not your parents might not tell you, your teachers might not tell you, other adults might not tell you because the world has changed. Let me tell you, you have to earn it, brother. You want me to repeat the things or whatever? Earn it. Figure out what that means. What does it mean to earn the respect of the adults in the room? That doesn't mean you just show respect, right? But we all need to have some results. Yeah, for sure, Beth, at the beginning. Oh, and by the way, for any of you watching, this is what I mean by earn it, by the way. Beth helped me with the description on the channel. Thank you, Beth. I also put her link in this video on the bottom. Hello, Marco. And and it's not that I have anything against kids, because I love kids. I work with kids all day long. I'm just saying, learn how to talk to other adults, and interrupting constantly. Just say my name, say my name. That's not how you do it. But anyway, so I put Beth's link below. Go look at her website, Beth Barony, I think I'm pronouncing it right, .com. And if you're an aspiring author, or you've already published books or articles or whatever, and you want to monetize it or get seen on Twitter and promote more, go check out the link, her link below, and that'll take you to her Amazon page and all that other stuff. And Beth, again, thank you so much for your help. Back to when you should train every single day. No, sometimes I do the same things over and over again, but I worked my way up to it. Like push-ups. I used to do push-up fundraiser. I would do sets of 20, and I'd do 100 a day for about a week and a half. And then I'd go up by like 100 a week, and sometimes a little bit more. But I got to like 3,800 a day on push-ups. No injuries, but you really have to work your way up to that. And then you would take time off, and then I'd do something else. When it comes to this kind of stuff, if you're getting soreness and tightness, give yourself every other day for a while. And then when you start to not feel it anymore, then that means you can now start to train more intensely. And the whole purpose of training intensely is that moment when you have to say, hey, Betty, back up. And they're already too close, and it comes here, and you just shove them straight off your body. By the way, one of you asked me about what happens if they grab your cane or bow staff, or Joe. They grab it. Look what happens in my hand. I don't have anybody to show you with, but watch. If I turn it, that just compromised my grip. Let's say my hand is somebody else's hand. Some weirdo grabbed me, right? Grab my staff, grab my cane, turn it. Then you just shove it right in their face. It looks like this. Turn and down. Turn and down. If this is your bow, same thing. Turn and down, turn the other way and down. Turn and down, turn and down. Yes, thank you, I appreciate that. But that's the answer. So give yourself some time, work up to it. And then when you start practicing, this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, 5 and 6 are horizontal. And are they done in that order? Don't have to be. But I do want you to throw in a set of these lunges, and then when it's then do 30 seconds of striking. Either singles or combinations. You can put all the combinations together. You can even add this one straight down over the top, this vertical strike. Grab it and go straight in. Think of bayonet strike, like a rifle. You run out of bullets, which happens in battles, and then you affix bayonets. You stick your knife on there, and then in there. Two-handed strikes with the cane. Some people will tell you, and I've seen this in my comment section, that two-handed strikes are not effective, so don't do them. I'm gonna tell you this. What's more important than techniques? Strategy. Principles. What's the principle? Remove the target. This is a two-handed move, right? Pushing from here to the throat. You're gonna crush their throat. They have to move back. I don't care how strong and big they are. They can't make that cartilage strong enough to stop this. So you shove that in there. This is a two-handed pushing strike, right? Now, this is a two-handed jabbing strike. This is kind of like a big knuckle coming right in your face. Extremely effective. They get too close. You're here, your hand's here. They can grab you by the wrist, bring this straight up. You gotta make sure it's behind me. He's behind me, boom. I don't even have to see him. This comes here. And if he's holding my wrist, he's either going this way or he's going this way. He's not gonna stop this. He's not gonna be able to stop that. And see, that's just my wrist moving anyway. But from here, I come up. It's extremely powerful. Now, is it gonna break his bones? No, that's not the purpose of it though. I can smell his breath. I can feel the heat of his nasty face on my face. He's too close. I said back up. I back him up. If I'm on the other side, right? Now I've got that tip. It's even more effective because all of the power generated in the strike is in this little tip. Yeah, that's like a knuckle punch right in his temple, or right here, right here in the throat. So that's like a big old knuckle. It's like a big old fist. There's that knuckle punch, right? You old karate guys know what I'm doing, right? Oh, this, if you have, yeah, if it makes sense in the moment, there's no wrong answer. That's what self-defense is. Self-defense says whatever is going to work. And the reason we talk about targets and not techniques is because right here, he's in my face. I don't feel safe. I sit back up. My hands are back up. This is an obvious target, but so is his groin. So now I have this here, back up. But maybe I don't even use this at all. I just use my knee to put it right in the groin. If you, Beth, if you start small, this is how I have all my students who are brand new with the cane start. Hold with two hands, practice this way. After you've done that for a while, push it and push it. Always come back to the center. And not for self-defense, but to develop the skill. So I'm gonna push here and push here, push here. And the reason it doesn't feel comfortable is because you don't do it normally. It's not like a normal thing. Yes, there's no wrong way to defend yourself. It's whatever works. But now, if you're here, this little motion, and I can tell you, because we practice, that this against your intercostals or your ribs right here, you're gonna feel that. That's gonna move you back even if it's a little motion. This, even more, because it's that pokey thing, right? It's going in this way. So practice pushing, and then practice here and here. I wanna show you one more thing and then I gotta go. But hold on. All right, if you truly want to develop power in your strikes, in addition, and get stronger, get healthier, live longer, live with a higher quality of life longer. That's really important, right? No, that's the best thing about martial arts is that, or about self-defense, is that sometimes knowing too much makes it hard, right? It's like when I teach instructors how to work with kids especially, because they have a real positive approach. I say, he's looking at me, she's standing still, he's thinking about what I'm saying. And that's the opposite. And I've seen it for the last few weeks. I had some other guest people here using the space because their school closed because of the COVID. And it's very much, stand up, sit down, stand up. Sit. And they're not doing anything wrong. That's just the way they were taught. And here's why. I went internal discipline. When I was a Marine, a young Marine, we had the highest level of discipline. As long as the drill instructor was there, and then the training NCOs, and then after that, your bosses, right? The NCOs, the platoon sergeants, your corporal, your fire team leader, whatever. We're all, sir, yes, sir, all that stuff. Then you get liberty and leave. Yeah, me too. You get liberty and leave, and if you've been in the military, you know what happens. They go out and we all do these dumb, horrible, immoral things when we're off on our own. Too much excess of everything. Yeah, right. Everybody's getting tattoos. Everybody's going to the red light district. And some of you guys know what that means. Everybody's going to, not everybody, I didn't. Everybody's drinking too much and doing other stuff they just shouldn't, right? Complete lack of discipline, complete lack. And I'm standing there thinking, I thought the Marine Corps was the highest level because I grew up in the martial arts and I wanted that. But I realized in the moment, someone pointed out to me probably, a good gunny. My gunny said, there's two kinds of discipline, internal discipline and external. Marines, young Marines especially, have great external discipline. That means, bam, they're gonna make sure you do it. But as soon as they walk away, it's gone, it's out the window. I wanted a martial arts program that taught internal discipline. Not because you're watching me, and it's not that integrity is what you do when no one's watching, because people pick their nose and do other stuff when no one's watching. That's not integrity. Integrity is when you're same all three places, right? You're same outside, in your home, and in all of your relationships. And you can always work on being more disciplined, more honest, more hardworking. So when I teach martial arts, I say to the kids, he's looking right at me, and then they all look at me. Almost all of them. Then if one doesn't, I say, Johnny, look at me. Johnny, you keep looking at me like that, you're gonna be a black belt before you know it. Might take you a bunch of years, but you're headed in the right direction. And it's that positive reinforcement of what I want. I want to tell you what to do and not what not to do. Anyway, back to push-ups and strength and being able to knock somebody completely out of your face if you need to. You take one of these. Oh, awesome, perfect age. We're all similar in age. Take one of these. It's just one of those bands that you get. And I can put a link below if you guys want a band. Look for resistance bands. Resistance band. I'll put a link. If you can't find it, let me know. But if you type in, when you order them on Amazon, just be sure that you order the lightest one first. And don't go by the colors, because there's a lot of drop ship garbage on there, and you'll get the wrong, band, and it'll be like this thick. So now the thinner, by thick I mean here. The less thick it is, the less resistance. This is about a 120-pound band. So it's around my shoulders, it's around my back. I have my hands just to the outside of it. You can go outside or inside. You're using your cane, and you're standing. Pull your stomach up and in, take a deep breath, and then start to push. 2, nice and controlled. We don't need gym muscles. That means we don't need to go into LA Fitness or Planet Fitness or whatever it's called and sit on the machines for an hour. We need practical application, combat strength training, fitness muscles. And so this band forces your muscles in all these little tiny ways to go like this, and your core and the muscles that are working, and you're constantly working, which will mimic defending yourself, either with your staff, your cane, or your hands. After you do a set of about 12 or 30 seconds here, then hard and fast, hard and fast. Yeah, the heavy staff will also be really beneficial. You do 30 seconds where you explode. And these are specific to getting stronger, faster strikes. The cane, it's also gonna lean you out faster, make you look stronger. Yes, that's the other best thing about this, Beth, is that using the cane to assist your squats and assist you don't feel the pain that you will if you just try to do air squats. You're gonna feel it in your knees because your body's making all these adjustments. It needs a little assistance. Later you can work up, you won't need it. But at the beginning, use your cane. And then get this, and you don't have to get down to the floor. Get up, get down, get up, get down, get up. Try to get your body weight. Take your time, and you will get the push-ups. They'll come. So you did 10, kind of a regular pace, just out and in. Then you did 10 exploding fast. Now I want you to do slow out and in fast. Slow out and in fast. So what you're doing is you're hitting all the different parts of the body in a little bit different way with each set. So that's 3 sets. Another way that you can do it is you can do 7. I like to do 21, 3 sets of 7. So I do 1 set in the middle, just like a regular pace, and then I go down. And when I go down, I'm now, and I can feel it, starting to fire the lower part of the chest. And after 7 there, then I go up. And I do 7 here, and you start to really fire, and you can see your décolleté gets nice and thin and lean, for those of you who know what that means. But the upper part of your chest gets really strong, which you need for practical self-defense. So that's 3 sets of 7, right? Another way I like to do it is I do 5 straight, 5 down, 5 straight again, 5 up, 5 straight, 5, and I just keep going until I can't go anymore. Then slide the whole thing down under your glutes, under your butt. And you're gonna lean back, and you're gonna curl 2, 3, and the same thing's gonna happen. You start with a light band, you're gonna start to lean out that upper arm, and all these strikes, all of this pushing is gonna lean out the back of the upper arm. Now you're working the front of the upper arm, which also is gonna give you a much harder punch, uppercut, hook, because the hand has to snap back in. So you're coming in, same thing, 30 seconds here, then change your grip, put your hands down, keep your elbows in, 30 seconds, pulling up. And you're gonna start to really work the top part of that arm, which helps with that stronger grip and when you're defending yourself. And modify, you can do a lot of other things. You can, I like to step into, like cut the band in half, just fold it over like a giant rubber band, and I'm gonna put my feet in these loops. And then make sure the hook is facing away. Put the right hand atop the left and keep the elbows in and do explosive pulling motions. It's gonna help with your arms, lean out your upper arm, but it's also gonna engage everything, make you stronger. After you do it this way, change hands and do it that way. One more thing I did not show you, which is one of my favorite ways to use it, which really allows you to keep somebody off of you. Yes, and it corrects your posture, right? Just like the old-fashioned, like what you're saying is if you keep your body straight use the wall as a guide, it's going to isolate and it's going to be stronger. So yeah, you're absolutely right. That's a great tip. Thank you. From here, last set, I'm going out and I'm going to turn. And then I'm back to the middle and I'm in. So each set I'm going to go the other way. And you're going to feel when you start to do this, you start to really build strength in the shoulders, stabilize everything. And then when you need to, and you're defending yourself, you like back up and they grab hold of your cane right here and you grab it and you twist it and you smash them to the ground. You're gonna have so much more strength because you did this with that band. All right, I'll put the link below. I'll put it in the comment section for those bands. I say get a set because you're gonna wear out, they usually, like red's usually the lightest, but not always. You're gonna wear out the lightest one first. You're gonna use that for everything. And you can do it for, there's no exercise. I like to put this around an anchor, and I'll use this bag as an example. And then you'll hold the other one, and then you practice slow at first, and then bam, bam, and then you can practice your footwork. In and out, and then you can practice sliding and punching. There's so many things. You can work on the chest, muscles, get the whole workout in one band. I like this better than gym, I gotta be honest, because you can really isolate and work on the parts of your body that might need a little bit more strength. You can also do triphasic motions where you pull them in. Imagine you look behind you, right? And this guy's coming up and your kid is with you and you're afraid this guy's getting too close trying to get your kid, and you snatch him by the shirt and you pull him in and then throw him over there somewhere. I picture that in my head when I do it. If you can practice that way, pull and punch, pull, or however you do it. But use visualization. Visualization gets you there so much faster. All right, check the links below. I'm gonna put in more links in the comment section. Please leave me comments and share this with others. If you haven't done so, subscribe, all that stuff. And thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's in other things, but I'll make you a specific, I'll do the editing, I'll do the slow-mo, and I'll show you as many things as I know, maybe not as many, but I'll show you the most important things that you can do with your band, and I will upload that maybe today or tomorrow, depending on what kind of time I've got. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.